Our next speaker has likely done more in the past year to change Wilmington's landscape than anyone else in town. If you just look outside the windows of this building, you can see his work. The Port City Marina is a 10-acre, 84-slip marina that recently hosted the first ever Wilmington Boat Show. Just beyond the marina is Pier 33, which is a significant new event venue in our region that can host concerts, weddings, and other events. And next to the pier, 2 restaurants, Blackfin and Vita, are under construction and will open soon. If you haven't noticed, there's a renaissance happening downtown, and much of it is on the northern riverfront property that Chuck Schoninger is developing. Also, in his spare time this year, Chuck oversaw the opening of the first cold storage facility at the Port of Wilmington. Today, Chuck will talk with us about the new urbanism. Please join me in welcoming Chuck to the stage.
Got to get my spectacles out. Rob, thanks a lot. I was joking earlier, it'd be nice if we had teleprompters here and make it a little more presidential. So, well, I'm here to talk about new urbanism, which is a movement which promotes environmental friendly aspects of urban areas, downtown type areas. It was a term coined by architects, planners, development people, and policymakers. The movement is really being adopted by most cities in the U.S. But for us, I think the easiest way to understand what new urbanism is doing for us is really to take a look at our historic downtown and our history, and to understand where we're going. I feel like the best way to explain that is first showing where we came from. So we pulled out some old pictures. This is Front Street 100 years ago. So you could see the hustle and bustle that we had down here, and the excitement, the activity. There was a lot of live, work, fun aspects of our downtown area, full of character. And this is just another day in Wilmington through that era. But I thought this was an interesting slide. We pulled this out. This is the Chamber of Commerce, and it shows even 100 years ago they were marketing to new people coming by and new parties, which always happen here. So, but and then we've got a very impressive downtown. You know, the Sandy talked a little earlier. This was just an incredible city, and our state capital at one point, with the Cape Fear River really being the thoroughfare to the world, you know, which opened us up. So 100 years ago, this is kind of where we were. Downtowns, after World War II came, the new idea of suburbanism started burgeoning. And suburbanism is an antithesis to urbanism. It's where we decided that we develop our outskirts. Cars were rolling off assembly lines, and gas was cheap, and people preferred 4 walls and a backyard and to raise your families, and so that was what I call the conception of Walmart and the conception of McDonald's. So this is everybody enjoying their suburban area. And I'm not trying to judge at all, but with suburbanism and manufacturing of everything, we became very, very good at push and stamp neighborhoods and continuing to build more and more sprawl. So again, it had a place in our growth of our society, but we just kept on building them and building them and building them. So, and then became the new McMansion for everybody with backdoor pools and more house. So, and I'm not judging, but now we got the dreaded cul-de-sac. So, and I was responsible for a few cul-de-sacs in my day, so I'm here to apologize now. So, when we look at that, we understand the new principles of urbanism. Some of that is walkability. We've now come back to, that bubble has gone out, now it's coming back in, and somewhat of an infill type concept. We're now starting to embrace our downtowns. In the 80s, it started up again as people understood, hey, we want to come back to our community. We want to know our neighbor. We want to have shared experiences. So the walkability was important. Connectivity is another principle of new urbanism. Connectivity, I want to be able to go to my grocery store and my pharmacy and go to my office and have the ability to do all that without having to get in my car if at all possible. Our downtown, is starting to what we call district up. So we've got what we call our upper downtown or our downtown area. Then you got the historic downtown, and I'll go through this pretty quick. Then we've got our office complexes that really are in the heart. When you have your live, work, fun is what I call it, rather than live, work, play. You have to have all the different characteristics within your downtown area. So we see a big market for the office sector to really increase downtown. So, this is just more kind of districting, just somewhat like New York City, where you've got the Soho district and meatpacking and Little Italy and Chinatown. Wilmington's starting to get that type of feel with the districts. Another aspect of urbanism is still keeping your traditional buildings within your downtown area, not getting rid of everything, embracing your history. So quality of life is also real important. Today it's we have choices. We have choices where to live, where to spend our time. The quicker you could get to your fun time, the higher your quality of life. So it's a somewhat of a scale to me. That if I could get from my work to my house and start enjoying my day from then on out, and I have more of that, that's what we see people embracing more and more. So then the other characteristics of new urbanism is live, work, fun. Can I live, work, and have fun all in the same place? So I'm going to start talking about downtown and the different aspects of the live part of it. Tommy Davis built City Block Apartments. That was our first real apartment complex here in downtown, and he's done a great job. The demand was off the hook. I think he had 3 or 4 units left a few months ago to vacate. Bannerman Station, put together by Todd DeConis, was our first condo project that happened downtown, and that's a true mixed-use building that we got. We're all excited about Farming on Front Street that's coming. It's our first really local grocery store, that we're going to have in a long time here. The Cotton Exchange, that was revolutionary to bring retail, the old and the new together, and I always get excited when I get to walk through there. If I missed, then we have East West Partners doing the new River Place coming soon. We're all excited about those condos coming here. And then Pier 33 is a development that we sold to Todd Sadenven Pool. They're doing apartments and condos and retail in front of our Marina downtown. So work. We needed some pioneers and some visionaries like Dr. Eshelman who decided that he wanted to assemble all the employees and bring them back downtown. That was risky, took a lot of guts, but what it all brought to us was really the start of, what I really see as the downtown really burgeoning. So BB&T building, done by Charlie Maddox, BB&T, and Brian Eccles. Obviously, BB&T is moving in there. But that's one of our newest buildings downtown. We're excited to see that there. Union Station, I put that in as one of our new buildings. Bank of America was a little earlier. So then we go to some fun aspects of, I'm not real good at this. Fun aspects. So I put our marina and our restaurants as part of, as a fun aspect. Rob was talking, we had the boat show down here. We had 15,000 people come in from all over the place to attend the first annual boat show last September. They sold out for next year before they even finish this boat show. They think they're going to double the size of what they got here next year. We're proud to open up 2 really fantastic restaurants on the riverfront. They'll open first quarter next year. We got Blackfin on the left and Vita on the right. Blackfin, this will be the 17th Blackfin throughout the U.S. Great restaurant. The design is top notch. Vita is a Mexican food restaurant. And part of the concept here was we wanted to, we spend a lot of money and a lot of time convincing patrons to come to our restaurants and enjoy it. We wanted to have a diversity of ideas and things for all people here. So menu is diverse with 2 different types of food classes, and then we have the ability to host events or do other things that we have out here. We have a river walk. We have our river walk will be completed upon the completion of these restaurants. So, and that's a Herculean effort that was taken on. This is finally we'll have a bridge-to-bridge river walk, as we call it. So. Other fun stuff that you get downtown are parades that we have down here. We have our River Fest. We have the new Performing Arts Center that if you haven't been inside is just one of the most incredible buildings we've seen, come to our town. And then we're all very excited for the referendum that just passed on the parks. City is going to spend about $20 million redoing the riverfront park that they bought from us a few years ago and making it just world class. I was in Orlando a year or 2 ago and we met somebody when we told them we were from Wilmington. They just raved on all the development that was happening downtown and I had a little chuckle on my face and understanding that we had something to do with it that was really fun for us. So. But some other aspects of downtown that we see, what does the future hold for us? Well, when you go through the different types of commercial buildings, just hospitality alone. Hospitality, if none of you have seen this, we are going to double, triple the amount of hotel rooms that we're going to have downtown in the next 6 to 12 months. So, and then I could see that number in the next 5 years even doubling one more time again. So we'll have about 800 beds downtown for people to sleep in, tourists coming in, family and friends coming to visit, any events that we have down here. So that's a pretty incredible number. Office space in the last 10 years downtown has also tripled. And we see office space as really the next 10 years, we think there's going to be a huge run in office. When we look as commercial developers and you look at a occupancy and vacancy rate, there's very low vacancy when you include all the office space downtown. And with all the other stuff happening downtown, we're convinced that it's going to attract a lot of office users and developers to build some office downtown. Apartments and housing. We just have 400 new units that just landed, and on the horizon we got 600 new units in development. So, and that's just what we know is happening. After people see the numbers of how at the prices the developers getting for some of those units, we see that maybe even doubling from the number that we have on here. The parks, the city has done a great job in really making sure that we have nice parks here, and we're developing them, and along with the river walk and all the fun aspects, we're just real excited. And it makes me reflect from the first slide I showed here. In 100 years, what will people be looking at? What will we be seeing? What will still be here from what we've done? Will we be colonizing Mars and talking about new urbanism in Mars, or will we be seeing all the buildings that are coming out of the ground now as still big buildings that we have, and places where people live, work, and have fun? We're real proud to have some piece of the strata of the development of Wilmington, and that's it. Thank you.